Sometimes you just have to battle. Out for my typical 8-miler along the Snake River, and I feel like crap. Did all the right things going into the run, but evaluating things, I took the day off yesterday, went for a walk, and I don't think I ate enough coming off previous training. And even though I ate about 200 calories before this run, my deficit yesterday is just making me feel not great. And you can really tell when it's low fuel and energy versus kind of fatigue. It's just your brain doesn't want to go, your legs don't want to go, your psyche doesn't want to go. And the worst thing you can do is force it. Is that I just quit looking at my watch and I'm just going by feel, working on cadence, finding things that I can work on to make it feel successful. So instead of forcing it, that won't work or makes you even more frustrated, I'm backing off, working on my cadence. Great time to work on cadence, not worry about pace. And since this was supposed to be an easy zone 2 run, and I thought I fueled appropriately going into the run, I didn't bring any emergency fuel with me, so I'm just gonna have to gut it out and focus on how I'm gonna feel when I'm done. So how a runner can dig themselves into a hole in a situation like this, they look at their heart rate, they look at their pace when they're feeling this way, and it's slower and the heart rate's lower because of low fuel, and therefore they push it because, hey, they need to be going faster relative to what they're normally expecting out of a run like that. And that's the worst thing you can do, is you're just gonna dig a hole and it's gonna mess with the psyche and mess with what you think about yourself as a runner. So just back off, understand the metrics and what's going on, and learn from it. It's kind of like the first really warm day of spring and you go out for a run and you forget to put sunscreen on and you get burned. Yeah, it happens, but then you remember that and you try not to get burned again. So I've backed off my pace by almost a minute per mile relative to what it normally is and what it feels like, and it just helped me relax, and it feels like what it should feel like, even though it's a lot slower, and I just got to accept it. Smart athlete's an elite athlete. And just soak in the scenery. Saw bald eagle. Things are good. Sometimes though, when you resist, it gets harder. When you let go, it gets easier. And to create even more awareness, I would say my experience today is different than a bonk. Usually a bonk is something that comes on throughout your run. Maybe it's your long run and you didn't fuel well and you just ran out of your glycogen stores and bonking. Where today, I think it's, I guess you could still call it a bonk, but it was immediate. I know right away, first 5 steps, I just wasn't feeling right. And so have that awareness. So again, you're able to use this awareness to analyze maybe where you went wrong and to troubleshoot it. Meaning the difference of troubleshooting, hey, did you do things wrong yesterday? Or did you do things wrong before and during the run? So the clear indicator, aside from how you're feeling, is slower pace, higher effort, and lower heart rate than usual and higher effort. And then don't make it mean anything about your running. Can't have a good day without a bad day. So right now my goal is not only focusing on cadence, but not screwing up tomorrow. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna pay attention to my fueling, and again, backing off on how I'm running right now, so I'm not sabotaging what I need to do tomorrow. I can get it back. So, moral of the story, think about fueling as what you're doing and eating today is really for what you're doing for tomorrow. Another eagle right in the trees. It's so warm today. Everything's out. The birds are out. The sun's trying to be out. I'm out bonking. And the eagles are out. This is the second one I've seen. And I heard a few others down by the river that I couldn't see. Okay, we're coming up on my first eagle that I saw on my out section of the run. And now he's really close to the road in a tree. So let's see how close we can get without disturbing him. See if we can get the GoPro to pick it up. Right here. Wow, and there's a magpie right next to him. My sense is he's sitting on a kill somewhere in here and he's not moving because breakfast is right underneath him somewhere. Pretty cool. Won't disturb him anymore. All right, I gotta get this over with. One gradual climb left and then downhill. All right, I made it downhill from here. Over and out from Henry's Road, Jackson Hole, and Born and Run World. See you guys. And the Snake River.